Look, I know you've seen 1,000 parent creators before. I know there are hundreds of mum ones out there, but just give me 5 minutes of your time and let me explain to you who I am and what I'm doing. Hi, my name's Georgie and I have started my social media from zero. I'm starting again, starting from scratch. I used to have multiple social media platforms with hundreds of thousands of followers across them all. And then I became someone's mum. And I walked away from it all. I took myself off social media and I just thought that was that. The trouble with that is being away from social media for almost 2 years now really has made me miss it. I have missed creating content. I've missed the creative outlet. I've missed having a community. I have just missed being online chronically, okay? Now, there are a couple of issues with me returning to social media. The biggest one is we don't share our child online. Now, the problem I have with that is that currently the most relatable content I can make is being a mum, being a parent, child content, okay? Days out with the family. Naturally, that's the route my content's going. So now I'm having to kind of figure out a way how I can be online without shoving social media down my child's throat. Because also, ironically, I'm very anti-screen. I don't want to sit my child in front of the TV for hours on end. I don't want him to be chronically online like his mother. So what am I doing here? Well, this is me starting again. This is my first video online. I've got loads planned because if you don't know, and I imagine you don't because this is my first video, I work in a school. Therefore, I have the next 6 weeks off, which means I have 6 weeks to make content, to make social media work, and to see how far I can take this before my return. I mean, ideally, I'd be monetized. I'd be, working with brands. It would be great if I didn't have to return back to work. But, let's stay realistic. So what's the plan? Well, mum content is a plan. I do plan to make mum content just faceless for my child, including him, but not it being him, if that makes sense. It works up here. My goal is to create relatable, funny content that people can just enjoy, because I do like to refer to myself as a professional idiot. So there we are. And that's it. A short, sweet intro to my world. Welcome to Georgie Does Stuff. Let's go do stuff.